Bubbles5610. Can someone explain this, please? Function example parenthesis place x place comma x comma end. I have used this before by completely guessing with the kill script, so if anyone could please give an explanation, that would help. That would be great. 30 seconds later, parameters, I think they're called. Now, by parameters, when you ask that question, yes, you are correct. That's called a parameter. So I'm going to go ahead and just go in edit mode on this game, and I'm going to show you guys an example of what a parameter is and kind of how you use it. It helps to know what a parameter is because they're used pretty often in some of the more advanced scripting. So basically, a parameter is when you create a function and you have a parameter, you can set it to one thing, but it's dynamic to what you use it as. So how should I explain this to you guys? So I'm going to go ahead and insert a script here and give you an example. We're just going to make a little print function. We're going to make a function that prints a letter, well, number. So we're going to make a function called printy. Alright. Basically, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set a parameter here. So we're going to call this parameter, say, num1. So here we have num1. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go ahead and print num1. Alright, now what do you think is going to happen if we go ahead and try this? Let's go ahead and hit run, get in game, and let's start this. Let's try it. We go to it and we get nil. Now what does that mean? We have here printing num1, which is our parameter. So we go try to print our parameter. The issue here is we never even called the parameter for num1. So here we're going to call num1 2. Let's go ahead and print this now. 2. So in the occasions you see parameters like this, say function meow mderp and mc2. That's basically the same concept when you have two parameters, num2. Say you're trying to define the second parameter, comma, add a number for the second parameter. Now you have 2 and 52. Now, of course, you can go ahead and change it, make it whatever you want. Now, say we do num1 plus num2. That's just kind of a quick example of what a parameter is. Now, it helps to know what a parameter is. A parameter, as you guys can see here in the text, is properly known as the variables in the definition of a function. Now, variable, when you're creating functions, you have parameters. Parameters go hand in hand with arguments. So an argument is properly known as the value that appears in the function getting called. So we have the variable and the argument. So basically, they're pretty similar, almost the same exact thing. So an example here. In this case, function print stuff. Here we have x. This is our parameter. This is what we're going to call it. Over here, when we actually call it, this is our argument, as you can see here by the comments. So let's go ahead and look at this example within the script we just wrote. So here we have our parameter, as you guys now know, which is within the parentheses of the function, which comes right after the name. However, when we go to call said function, we want to give arguments. Arguments are basically what the parameter is. We set the argument as 235 for number 1, so number 1 becomes 235. Say we change it to 743. Number 1 is now 743. Same for number 2. Say we want to change number 2 to 95. Now number 2, whenever we call it, is number 5. Within this function, say we tried to print num1 outside of it. You get an error. It's good to know that you can only use it within the function it's being called in, so that you don't try to use it outside of the function within a different script and call an error. So I hope this kind of shed some light on your question and answered what you were confused on. If there's still more, you can comment down below and ask what you're confused with, and I can try to explain and help you guys do this. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and check out my channel for some more content that I do daily and whenever I get the chance. So if you have any other suggestions or questions you want me to make a video on, feel free to leave it down in the comment or send me a message. Have a good day.